What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Brits versus Americans. Who is smarter? Well, this definitely won't be controversial at all. No, not at all. But I'm not exactly sure what this video is going to say on this topic. Is there really a definitive way to determine who is smarter? Like all of the UK versus all of America? Are we looking at average IQ here? I don't know, but to be honest, I really want to find out. So this is a video by Angliophenia. Let's take a look.
Now, I've always wondered who's smarter, Brits or Americans? Yes, we're starting with the big stuff.
Okay.
Some people say we Brits just sound smarter. After all, British popular culture has done a great job of promoting the idea that everybody in the UK is brilliant.
Everybody in the UK is just a master Sherlock Holmes detective. But joking aside, what she's getting at here actually has a ton of truth to it, especially here in the United States. You know, I don't know how British people feel about the way Americans speak and our accent. I know you hear it a lot. Maybe you find it kind of annoying. Maybe you don't have any feelings about it at all. But in America, Americans love the British accent. We love it. And maybe some of that has to do with we don't really encounter British people in real life very often. And we don't get exposed to as much British culture, British speaking, British accent. And we've kind of, I don't know, identified it with being very sophisticated, being very smart, being, exotic, different, very cool. So if you have a British accent, you already have like a massive leg up in America. I'm telling you. If you come to America with your British accent, if you're whatever, as a tourist or if you're living here, people are going to love you. They might bug you to talk, but I feel like does this only go one way, or do you like when Americans come and talk in your presence? But yeah, it's a thing in America. British people just sound smart to us.
Or at least knows how to string a sentence of two or more clauses together. Or knows what a sentence clause is.
Oh.
And a lot of Brits really do think that we're cleverer than Americans. Gwyneth Paltrow agrees, so argument over, right? I mean, she eats a lot of quinoa.
British people think they are more intelligent and civilized than Americans. I thought it's Americans who are supposed to be like cocky, just overconfident, like we are the best. What's this study about? Wait, this is just Gwyneth Paltrow. This isn't even a study. Never mind. Okay, I jumped the gun there a little bit. I don't know. Americans probably think we're the smartest, and maybe British people, maybe you think you're smarter than Americans. I don't know. That's funny, though. Has anybody actually done a study about this? I wonder. I'm wondering where this video is going, because we're kind of dancing around the topic right now, talking about Gwyneth Paltrow. British people definitely sound more intelligent, might be more civilized than Americans.
Paltrow agrees, so argument over, right? I mean, she eats a lot of quinoa. Not so fast. What does it mean to be objectively smarter? Is it average IQ rates, or is it the most intelligent people in each country?
Oh, we are going to talk about IQ. Or who our most intelligent citizens were of Britain versus America? When it comes to like comedy and wit, that she was mentioning that a little bit, British people are definitely the British comedy. I know that's kind of a weird thing to talk about intelligence with, but you have to be intelligent to be funny and witty and comical. That's one metric, I guess. British people have this whole British comedy thing going on, where it's a lot more witty and interesting and a little more deep, whereas American humor is a little more surface level. You get hit in the head with a frying pan, and we're like, that's so funny. So that kind of sticks out to me.
And what about test scores? Well,
Yeah.
let's take a look at all of these things.
IQ.
The average IQ in the US is 98. The average IQ in the UK is 100. That's only a 2-point difference. And well,
I can't believe I was kind of joking at the beginning of this, but I shouldn't have been joking. If we're talking about intelligence, you talk about IQ. Brits have a higher IQ than Americans. I'll never recover from this. That's just the data. I didn't know that. Am I shocked? I'm not shocked. I'm just disappointed.
within any reasonable margin of error.
Geniuses.
So, how do our geniuses stack up? More Americans
Okay.
consistently pop up on the world's highest IQ rankings lists. These brainiacs include Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, television producer Rick Rosner, and Marilyn Vos Savant, commonly known as the world's smartest woman.
Ooh.
But the US also has 5 times the population of the UK, so that makes statistical sense.
I thought we had something going there. I thought we were getting a leg up. We have more geniuses, smart people, but in sheer numbers. But that's inevitable. We have a much, much, much bigger pool of people to draw from. So this doesn't really tell us anything.
I'm not sure that you could fairly compare and contrast geniuses from the US with great thinkers from the UK like Stephen Hawking, Sir Andrew Wiles, who solved Fermat's last theorem,
Yeah.
or Sir Tim Berners-Lee, who invented the World Wide Web. And then you start getting
Wow.
into the whole definition of what genius is, and you cannot tell me that the Spice Girls are not up there. Well,
She's joking, but she's actually got a point. There can be different types of geniuses. I was thinking mathematical, scientific, but you can have musical intelligence. You can have artistic genius. Seriously, I truly believe that. Your genius can, be in sculpture making, like Michelangelo, or painting, or well, you can be a genius at plumbing. Someone is the best plumber in the world out there. Someone has to be the best. They're a genius of plumbing. So it is hard to quantify all of this. So far, I feel like you can only approach this question from a data point of view. And we've already said that the UK has a higher IQ than America. I don't know if we'll ever come back from that.
where else can we look?
Old people.
A study in 2009 showed that US senior citizens performed significantly better in memory and cognitive function tests than old people in the UK. The average 75-year-old in the US is as mentally quick as the average 65-year-old in the UK.
Hey, our old people are smarter. Why? That's random. What could possibly cause that? Is it our food? Is it the chemicals in our food? The preservatives? Are they preserving our brains in old age? It's paying off. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me I should call my nan. But old people aren't our future, kids are. Back
Kids.
in 2012, the Organization for Economic Cooperation tested 15-year-olds across the world in reading, maths, and science. The UK beat the US across the board, with the UK coming in at 26th and the US at 36th.
Oh. Okay. Feels like whenever she goes to the raw data, IQ, standardized testing, the UK literally just has the United States beaten. I know there's a lot of parts of the United States. We're a very big country. Some parts of the US are known for having great education, great opportunity, great testing scores. And other parts of the United States, unfortunately, are literally areas that are known to struggle in education, for giving people opportunity, for budgets for this. And that's just a fact of life here. So maybe that discrepancy kind of, explains a bit of this, whereas maybe in the UK, across the board, throughout the entire country, everybody's kind of given a good education, because in the United States, it definitely depends on where you live, how good your opportunity and education is going to be. Sadly, that is how it is.
That is a big win for the UK there. Let's just ignore those 25 other countries that beat us. Tell me what you think in the comments.
Who is like the number one, did they say? The smartest country?
Cooperation tested 15-year-olds across the world in reading, maths, and science.
China?
The UK...
I think it said, it was hard to see. I think it said China up there was number one.
5 other countries that beat us. Tell me what you think in the comments. Who is smarter and why? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for...
Okay. That was very good. Again, this was by the channel Angliophenia. Really, really good channel. Funny, informative. And they went after kind of a difficult, controversial question here. Who is smarter? Brits or Americans? Well, maybe it's not controversial. Maybe it's just kind of taboo to talk about who's smarter. But is it taboo to just look at data and be like, yeah, the UK scored higher in average IQ. The UK scored higher in standardized testing across the board. I don't think that's like that crazy. It's not even calling America dumb, because we did okay in those charts. Not the best, but okay. It's just that the UK did exceptional. So, I don't know. We obviously have our fair share of brilliant people here in America. I'm proud to say that. But so does the UK. And if we're talking about the average person, maybe the average British citizen is smarter than the average American citizen. For what that's worth, it's very close. That's as much as you'll get out of me. We're like 2 IQ points apart, by the way. Two. That's the most you'll get out of me. Slightly smarter. Fine. There. And there you have it. I actually did enjoy this. I was interested in learning the answer to this question, no matter which way the answer went. And sometimes it doesn't go in your favor. So there you go. If you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. Gloating, if you're from the UK, you can gloat. You can say, "Ha! We knew it!" Or you can be humble and say, "Well played, but we are smarter." Whatever. Feel free to leave a comment about this topic. Who's smarter? And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to the UK and learning about UK culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.